During the Republic of China period, there is a real scene of drinking and gambling with the participation of our provincial governor. Is this your first time seeing it? This is in 1928. The famous people of the Dongtian Province at that time, including Governor Zhai Wenxuan and others, were filmed at a private banquet. The appearance of this footage may even change the perception of those who believe that drinking and gambling usually only occur at gatherings of ordinary people, and would not occur at official banquets or gatherings of upper-class individuals. Apart from the officials and celebrities of Fengtian Province who participated in this banquet, there were also foreign consultants present. The photographer who took this footage was the foreign consultant once hired by Zhang Zuolin, with whom he had a deep personal relationship. The banquet took place in the courtyard of a government mansion in Fengtian, with 2 tables, inner and outer, in the footage. It is the table where Governor Zhai Wenxuan of Fengtian Province sits. During the gathering, drinking and gambling also began on the table. Drinking and gambling is a gesture of folk drinking games, also known as guessing punches in ancient times. Both sides simultaneously extend their fingers, and each shouts a number. The sum of the numbers shouted by both sides is the sum of the fingers of the 2 people. The one with the winning sum drinks. The atmosphere on the scene became even more heated. The host of the mansion in the footage stood up and raised his glass, toasting to the guests at both tables. Everyone reciprocated and drank together. Besides drinking and gambling, another kind of drinking game appeared later. The host of the mansion in the footage used chopsticks and napkins to create a rotating pointer at the connecting point. He spun the chopsticks on his head, and whoever the pointer pointed to had to drink as a penalty, and became the next person to spin the pointer if the pointer pointed to oneself. After drinking the penalty, one had to continue spinning the pointer until it pointed to another person at the table before stopping the penalty. In this footage, there is something intriguing. It seems that they didn't pay too much attention to the correctness of the skiing gestures at that time. If you look closely, you will find that not only did different gestures for the same number appear, but there were even pistol gestures, which are now considered disrespectful. After all the dishes were served at the banquet, it ended with a bowl of soup. It's just unclear whether it was the custom of the mansion's host or the banquet customs of Fengtian at the time. After drinking this soup, the banquet also came to an end. After being full and satisfied with food and drink, the host of the ancient mansion left first to see off the guests at the door. Since the footage was taken a long time ago, and most of the historical figures preserved in the world are rare and unclear, except for the people labeled in the footage, it's difficult to ascertain the identities of these celebrities who once held power in Fengtian, but in the turbulent times they lived in. Perhaps each of them had untold stories, to this day, spanning nearly a century. Many things in history often exist in oral tradition or written records, but as the saying goes, seeing is believing. Especially for history that has already passed away and cannot be reproduced, these unearthed dynamic images are undoubtedly witnesses and valuable materials for verifying and researching certain things. In the next episode of the exploration drama, the answer will continue to present rare overseas tour footage.